Alright. And look, this is in the news. Zizarin's Gauntlet starts February 10. So how are you today, chat? How are you today? Maybe, you know what? I'm in a good mood. I'll enable widest jiggling. This emote. This is the one you want me to enable, right? This one? I'm just kidding. You guys are so excited. You know, technically speaking, chat, we could clean tabs for a day. What do you guys think of that for a stream? We'll just sit here, you know, we could have some coffee, and we could just sort through all my, like, tabs. What do you guys think? Sounds good? Or we could farm Ubers. I mean, it's close. Don't trigger the out of me. I haven't even tried this league, dude. I haven't even tried. These are the tabs of a man who gave up a long time ago, dude. It's been so long that we had a good 3-month league. You didn't like Sentinel? I love Sentinel. Hell, honestly, I even had a good time in Arch Nemesis. I actually can't say I disliked Arch Nemesis. I wasn't a big fan of the league mechanic, but I still had a good time, honestly. Calandra you can forget about. Calandra you can forget about. Can't say I enjoyed Calandra, personally. I will say, I won't doubt GGG because they delivered well with Sanctum. They turned it around. So, they went from like a pretty bad league to a banger, so. I genuinely was like, man, have they lost touch or some shit? I was like, I was full like, what are they doing, blah 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 mode for a little bit. Dude, I told Ziz, I was like, man, if this is the quality of league we can expect to have going forward to Path of Exile 2, I don't even know if I won't be playing D4. Like, straight up, I don't know if I won't be playing D4 instead of PoE, man. Like, straight up. Because I thought they were going to make the power creep better and better. Like, I thought they were gonna like nerf until PoE 2, basically. Did you guys not get that impression as well? I mean, obviously I was wrong. I was happy to be wrong, obviously, but... You don't remember in Expedition, they said this is the first series of changes leading up to Path of Exile 2 to de-escalate the power creep of the game? Like, you don't remember that whole, like... You don't remember that? Remember they said that the nerfs in Expedition weren't big? Like, they were nerfs, but they weren't like... They could do a lot bigger. I thought they were gonna, like, nerf stuff until PoE 2, right? But they didn't. To be fair, maybe I'm speaking too soon. What if, you know, chat, what if the next 3 leagues until PoE 2 are like the worst leagues we've ever played? Like, they just remove normal game and there's only Ruthless now. Like, you can only play Ruthless. Or they disable trade. You have to like communicate via mail. And when you're crafting an item, you have to do it IRL with like a 3D printer. How's your schedule constantly f***ed up? Because I have very little self-control. Like, I like to go to sleep when I can't be awake anymore. You know, I imagine the majority of people in chat go to sleep when they should, you know? Like, you know when you get that urge to, like, when you get that initial urge to sleep, you probably listen to it, right? And you're like, yeah, I'll go to bed. I'm not that tired, and so I stay awake. So my schedule is more like 17 to 19 hours instead of, you know, 15 to 16. PoE is good, but sleep is best. Yeah, you go to sleep right now because I just yawned. Is that what you said? Alright, guys. I yawned one time. That's my body saying I need to sleep. So we're gonna go to sleep now, chat. Okay? So good night, everybody. So a lot of people have been asking why there's like a massive cast speed modifier in the config for Path of Building for this build. The reason is the hit rate of Doom Blast is tied to a cooldown, but the Vixens allows you to hit that cooldown rapidly, which is the whole point of the Vixens, right? But it's not that simple. Like, you don't just put Vixens on and win the game. You actually do need some cast speed to make sure that you're cursing enough to proc the hit rate. So in order to check if you're hitting the right hit rate, take off the cast speed modifier, go to calcs, go to your curse. This Path of Building has temp chains. It's the curse in the 6th link. So if this is despair, I mean, I can even check despair just to show you, right? Like, it doesn't have to be, it can be despair, it can be enfeeble, it doesn't matter, right? But yeah, you go to the calcs for the Doomblast setup and you hover over tip chains. And then here, you'll see an increased cast speed modifier. You want to look at this value without frenzy charges and without onslaught, unless you were running a silver flask. Because you're just looking at your boss setup, right? Your boss damage. So this character has 139 cast speed. Then you need to look at this spreadsheet, which I'll link in Twitch chat, and you'll see a bunch of values here. You need to line up your CDR. So for example, most characters are gonna have something like 30 to 50 CDR. So let's say you have 50 CDR. You need between 150 and 200 cast speed. With 30 CDR, you need between 116 and 150. So you see that 1.67 number? This character has 67. So that's under Doomblast, skill cooldown, hover, that 1.x value, the X is your cooldown. There was a misconception, and this misconception shows in Path of Building, that CDR on this build functions similarly to COC. Fortunately rather, this doesn't work that way. What this means is that in Path of Building, it shows with those COC breakpoints, but those COC breakpoints are irrelevant. This translates to you don't need 52 cooldown, you need infinity cooldown. You just get more damage the more cooldown you have, basically. So when's PoE2 dropping still? Definitely within the next 2 years. Brave take. I guess a better question is, do you think PoE2 will come out? Or no, okay, let's not say PoE2. Do you think at least the beta for PoE2 will come out this year? Like, at least the beta. Surely, right? I mean, sure, at least the beta. I mean, surely. Surely. I mean, surely, mate. I mean, surely, right? I think the wager at this point is, will it come out before D4? How is that a wager? Does anyone think PoE2 is coming out before ExileCon? like, duh. Like, what the f do you think they're gonna announce at ExileCon? PoE3? Like, what? When is ExileCon? After D4 comes out. like, what? They're just announcing PoE Mobile, right? So we're gonna get PoE2 next league, and then at ExileCon they're going to announce PoE Mobile. Is that the timeline, chat? I mean, if you want to take that bet, I'll bet against you. I'll bet my life savings against you. You want to take that bet? So I'm betting they won't do that. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a fair bet that the ExileCon 2 announcement is a beta for PoE2, like a release date for the beta. I think that's a fair bet. I mean, I would be betting this year or early next year for the beta. I'm guessing the beta will be playable right after ExileCon. That would be a massive announcement. I mean, it's possible, right? I mean, to me, announcing a playable beta would be like 10 out of 10. That would be like, I mean, that would be best case scenario, right, chat? A playable beta after ExileCon. I don't think that's gonna be the case, though. I would be betting on an announcement, like a release date for, like a date for the beta, not a release of the beta. You know, it'd be really funny if they just announced like, hey guys, we made the next act. Like, what acts have they revealed? They've revealed 2 acts so far, right? So they just announced Act 3 is done. Like 3 out of 7 or some shit. So like, hey guys, we're nearly halfway done. Like, hey guys, we made the 3rd act. We've got 4 more to make. See you guys for next ExileCon. Shit. 2 doctors, 0. I assume that means not bad though, right? 0 again. 0 again. Wow. Well, that sucked cock. That was terrible. That was... that was so bad. It's okay, we're gonna get Replica Alberons, and it's gonna be heckin' Poggies. Poop. Poop. Wow. Okay. Well, that's good. I do not have that. Alright, let's go, boys. Alright, that took so long. This might be... It's either the last or the second last batch of heist contracts. So, believers, this might be it. Your dad's a chef? Was. Yeah, he's worked as a chef and as a draftsperson. Now he is basically retired. A chef or a cook? Oh dear god. Can't remember what Chaz said. Die. Oh shit. No. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Chow has worked as a cook. Oh. Shit. They're the same thing, right? Yeah, they are. Stop. Yeah, exactly the same thing. So this is what it feels like to be one guy. I get why you guys do it. It's funny. It's funny. Do a little tomfoolery. Yeah, shit, man. It's funny till someone gets banned. Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. My tink. That's a tink? That's a tink? Did I miss a build? Like, what's going on here? 10C. 5C item. Okay. That's badass. To be fair, these days I'm just happy to hear the ting noise. It just makes me feel good, even if it's not justified. Sometimes, chat, when I'm not streaming, I'll just drop Divine Orbs on the ground for fun, just to hear the noise. So, you planning for a new build? Yeah, I'm not planning on upgrading this guy. Like, I'm not planning on making a build better than this. It's my personal belief. I genuinely don't think I could if I tried. I would love to see a build that's better. I'll just say that now. But I do want to play more builds just for fun. And you can make a build that's like as good if not better for mapping. So I am keen to like explore more builds, you know? Do you think it needs nerf? Probably. Don't snitch. I've already DM'd the devs. I've used all the influence in my power to get Harvest nerfed again. I don't want to nerf the Atlas passives. And I'm nerfing stack decks. And I'm nerfing, what else am I nerfing, chat? I said Divine Orbs dropped from Sanctum too much. What else? I said, they need to nerf, curses, so curses are too good. Oh yeah, I said all the Uber Uniques are really powerful. Too powerful. They need to be brought in line with, the other, you know, some of the weaker ones. Explode needs to be removed, yep. I said that explosion should only be for corpse clear CC. They shouldn't be for AoE clear. So I've told them to remove AoE on corpse explode. It should just work on the mobs themselves. So the mob explodes to remove the corpse. It doesn't actually do any like damage. Mage blood goes to 2 flasks now. Of course, of course. I also passed on your guys' feedback that Headhunter is still usable, so that GGG can fix that. How did the name Steelmage come into the picture? Anyway, I ended up being like really scared, and I remember basically dealing with it by making like this. This is missing the context that I was like 8. So it probably just makes me sound like I'm like fucking so sorry. Like alter ego, right? So I would pretend that I'm Steel, like I'm the man of steel, kind of like Superman, I guess. So I'd pretend I'm Steel. You know? I was 8 years old. Wow, is this my last blueprint? Oh no, believers. I thought I would get at least another cool item, like one more cool item, you know? I was like, surely we get like a Ferrules or a Headhunter or a Nether Shroud or Posture check.
Oh, fine. I'll sit in my chair like a normal person.
Alright, we lost, chat. We lost. I tried. I ran... How many blueprints was this? Like 30 or... No, I don't know. A lot. I don't know. I ran a lot. At least 20. But chat, I'm dead, chat. It's over. I'm sleepy.